Hey everybody, this is Stitch 1993. Welcome to a special version of toy hunting. So, as the title says, this is a Toy Story Palooza toy hunting video because this is going to be nothing but Toy Story 5 and Toy Story related toys that are coming out for the new movie. As of the recording this video, it's about a month out before the movie arrives. By the time this video is uploaded, I believe it's going to be maybe about a week and a half to 2 weeks out there. And for those that are new to the channel or just kind of know me as the Potato Head toy reviewer, the love of Potato Head stems from my love of Toy Story. It was kind of like one of the first films I was introduced to toy-wise. I actually was introduced to the toys before I was introduced to the movie, believe it or not, there. So I got like the Burger King toys, and then when the VHS came out, we got rented and bought the VHS, and then as the toys came out, like for Christmas, I got the Buzz Lightyear, the Woody, and over the years I would get toys for Toy Story 2, 3, 4, and the spin-offs that it would have there. So I am excited for Toy Story 5. I know some people are just like, it should have ended with Toy Story 3, and I understand where people are on that, but I personally enjoyed 4. I thought it helped expand or kind of conclude on Woody's story arc that started in 1 and didn't really finish until 4, in my opinion. But that's well, you can hear more about that if you watch our Let's Talk About Movies, the Disney portion, where we talk about that there. So this is just going to be kind of different how I usually do toy hunting videos. So because I didn't go to a niche antique or Toy Story store, or I just went to my local Walmarts, Targets, Kohl's, and most of the stuff is actually from Amazon. So there's little video footage available of like me toy hunting there, and it wasn't really a hunt. I knew, the toys were gonna be there, so I just kind of filmed as I was buying the stuff there. But I am going to show you the footage. I'm not really gonna edit the audio out much. If I do, it's probably just because there's music in the background that would, be copywritten or be deemed copywritten. So, yeah, so let's start with my little bit of toy hunting at Kohl's.
Hi there. Welcome to the pond. Press the button to play. Let's see who's on the pond today. A new message. It's from the Tech Trio.
Let me hold it. I got it. That's cute.
That's cute.
What's this? Imagine Next. Oh, they're like little slammer toys. That's cute. Alright, so unlike, the usual videos where I just kind of show off what I got at the end of it, I'm actually going to open everything and play with it. Because I've been itching to play with this stuff there, so you're going to learn with me as we try out this stuff here. I have tested everything for the most part, so I do know that it works. And then, yeah, so this is the Explore and Learn lily pad made by Leapfrog there. And that was always the thing when the trailers first coming out. There's like, man, Lily really does look like a Leapfrog pad. And they're like, well, I hope, there's, we were sure, but, some of us in the Toy Story fan group were just like, I hope that Leapfrog gets to do, like an actual lily pad, and they did. I believe there's like a couple versions of lily pad floating around. I think this is the most advanced version there, and I will be honest, Leapfrog, I didn't grow up with it. I didn't have it growing up. It did come out during the time where I would have enjoyed the toys. They were just kind of more expensive toys, and I just wasn't able to get those at the time. So this is my first Leapfrog product ever. Alright, so let's turn this on. I'm going to turn the volume all the way up here. Actually, you know what? First, let's open this. And let's look at the box here. So, of course, the toy is in one of those displays to where you can play with it inside the box there. I don't even think it's on demo mode. I think you can just fully turn it on and play with it. It's still in the box there. And then on the, let's see what it says here. It says, turn my hands to move my eyes. And this was always cool when I found out about it. So yeah, you can turn the hands, and it's just a little mechanical movement there. It says, try me. So you slide it on right here. It says, get on the pond, text with beloved Toy Story friends. 4 apps teach letters, counting, music, and more. Explore letters and letter sounds with a QWERTY keyboard. Core learning skills, letters and sounds, counting, logic, music. And then it says, explore and learn LilyPad there. On the left-hand side, it says the same little information about the toy, same as the top there. This would be the left-hand side. It says, learning apps, ABC photo album, Froggy counting, music time, Buzz's vacuum zoom. And it has the Leapfrog and contact and information about it. And then on the back here, it has a little bit of blurbs about everything. So it says, chat with friends, text with favorite Toy Story characters. And we've got Jessie, Buzz, Woody, and then these 3 guys I learned they're called the give me 1 second here, the Double A team. So they're like electronic toys that require AA's batteries there. And then it says Buzz. Buzz's vacuum zoom control the robot vacuum to help Buzz get around the house. Music time, mix a beat and jam along with LilyPad. Chat and explore, press emojis and letters to send pre-selected messages to Jessie, Woody, Buzz, or the Tech Trio. So it calls it the Tech Trio here, which is interesting. And it says ABC, letters and words, explore letters, sounds, and words with animations. ABC photo album, practice letter skills with a guess the letter game. Froggy counting, play a game to practice numbers and counting from 1 to 100. Hear from our learning expert. So this is a quote from Clement Shao, PhD Leapfrog learning expert. It says, explore and learn LilyPad builds on beloved characters to introduce alphabet and counting skills with fun activities. Children role-play texting with characters using pre-selected words in an age-appropriate activity. These games and activities themed to the Toy Story world provide a foundation for early learning skills. Alrighty, so let's open this, and I did go ahead and get out my handy scissors here because I knew we were going to need them. It's just the one. Looks like it's just the one at the top here. Now, while I do collect Toy Story stuff, I really am not one of those people that likes keeping everything in boxes, just because if I did keep everything in boxes, I would run out of room so fast. So I will keep the Toy Story stuff, I mean not Toy Story, Potato Head stuff, I will keep in the box after I have opened it, just because that is easier to store. But everything else, as you'll see at the end of this video, I'll kind of show off what I have displayed. It's out of the box. It is loose. I don't even really keep the boxes. I throw that stuff away, recycle it, because it's just, there's really no need to keep it. there. And now I'm not harping on people that do like to keep stuff in the boxes there. I get it. Some people like to collect and then, you know, just have it like 100% complete, which would be in the box there. Or sometimes they'll buy two of everything, so they'll have one that they can open, have loose and play with, and one that they like to display there. This is the tie. There we go. And then you know, some people just like everything in the box because it looks nicer to look at. I wish I had that room to do that there, but yep. All right, so they did come with two little pieces paper here. We have a little quick start guide, and that just kind of tells us how to change the batteries. It has already two AA batteries in it. Tells us how to get the battery pack off, which is here on the back here, and then it is just got the warnings and attention information here, and it says you can use rechargeable batteries, but rechargeable batteries are only to be charged under adult supervision. Do not charge non-rechargeable batteries. And then has care maintenance. It just makes sure, you know, like to keep it clean, use like a damp cloth. Don't keep in direct sunlight because, you know, the sun's gonna stain the coloring here. If you're not gonna, and I do this, and I'll be doing this once I'm done with this, recording this video. If you're not going to be using it, take the batteries out. I do like doing that so I can have everything on display, but not worry about battery leakage that could, you know, damage the toy and cause a hazard. And it says don't drop the thing on hard surfaces, or don't, you know, expose it to water. It's kind of like a gremlin there, you know, just make sure also not to feed it after midnight, I guess. And then it came with this little leapfrog, like here's what else you can buy here. So we got not really going to go over it here, but you can kind of, I'll flip through it really quick here. It's a nice little pamphlet showing everything else. There's nothing else Toy Story 5 related there. I hope that's a real picture. I really hope that's not AI. Because it I don't know, it kind of looks like an AI picture. Anyways. Alrighty, so let's try this out. I will say, I do like the sturdiness here, and I believe it also, does this, I know it was kind of advertising that this is the battery pack there. One of them advertised it has like a little flip down standee, so you can help it stand up there. I think that's one of the other ones that we'll get to later. Let's turn this on. I'm going to move the camera just so slightly. There we go. Alright.
Hi there. Welcome to the pond. Press a button to play.
Alright, so let's see. This is kind of like it's a LCD screen, so it's not the best when it comes to display here, and there's no way for me to change up the brightness, unfortunately.
Playing with you is fun.
So I'm going to leave it like that. There. Okay, so let's see here. We can use the arrows. Alright. Oh, so we press this one right here.
Let's see who's on the pond today.
Okay.
A new message. It's from the Tech Trio.
Okay.
They say, what's up on your end? Press a letter or an emoji button to send a message back.
Okay. So this is a QWERTY keyboard, and it's a fully usable QWERTY keyboard. There's also little emojis here. I say, they said, what's up on your end?
Press a letter or emoji as a reply.
Let's see. Can I just reply nothing much?
N. Nice.
Okay.
They say, thank you.
Alrighty.
Voila, friend made.
Okay. So if I press that again.
Press the button to play. message. It's from the Tech Trio. They say, did you get our picture?
Ooh.
Press a letter or an emoji button to send a message back.
I'm gonna send the thumbs up little emoji right here. See what that does. Oh, it sends a thumbs up. Nice. Kind of figured. Oh.
They say, have a great day.
Okay.
Voila, friend made.
Alright, so I'm sure she's saying what a friend made, but it sounds like she says voila, a friend made. Maybe she is saying voila, a friend made. I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments, what does it sound like to you? Alright, let's click on Woody. Did they really use the banjo dual theme? I mean, I don't mind. I don't know if I would use that as Woody's theme.
Woody says, what's up? Press a letter or an emoji button to send a message back.
What if we press the this little cool face button right here?
Cool. Woody says, right back at ya.
I do like that it reads to you.
Voila, friend made. Press a button to play.
Let's do buzz.
Let's stay connected. A new message. It's from Buzz.
Have you seen the sheriff?
Buzz says, have you seen the sheriff? I'm on a top secret mission.
I wonder if we can use the arrows. Yes. So if you want to like read it, you can use the arrows to go back and forth on the message board there. I'm gonna use the crying emoji. Let's see what happens when you do the crying.
Have you seen Woody? Press a letter or an emoji button to send a message back.
What if I send the check mark? But okay, so that's okay.
Jesse says, me too.
All right.
Voila, friend made. Press a button to play.
All right, let's try out these little apps here. So this is the ABC photo.
ABC photo album. I took plenty of photos for Smarty in the game. Ooh, a photo from Snappy. What can it be? Just press the matching letter to guess the photo.
Okay. All right, so it's gonna slowly. This is a star.
S. Star.
All right.
Guess the letter. Guess the
V?
photo.
Oh.
V. Van. Guess the letter.
Bed?
Guess the photo.
Oh, quilt. Got it.
Quilt.
All right.
Well done.
Okay. All right, let's do the frog
Press
pad
the
one.
button to... Okay. Froggy counting 1, 2, 3. Use the arrow button to help Froggy hop across the lily pad.
Okay.
Press the arrow button to move side to side.
Alright, so you're just, if you can't see, I'm jumping from pad to pad in numerical order from 1 to, I'm guessing to 100. So let's see what happens if I press it and it's not correct. Yep, I drown. Cool.
He hopped to number 16. Let's play again later.
Okay.
Okay.
The music one.
Music time.
Okay.
Press a letter button to jam along. Come on.
Oh, each letter kind of makes a sound based on it. So like train, T, E for elephant, Q for, I don't know, W, I don't know, xylophone, C, N. What if I do like a heart? Sends hearts. Okay.
Okay.
And lastly, the vacuum game.
Buzz's vacuum zoom. Buzz is on top of the robot vacuum.
Oh, cool.
Okay, let's help guide Buzz and... Watch out for printer pickers.
So this is just a little maze game where you're moving Buzz around a maze. You can only move him like left to right there. Alright. And then, yeah, you can turn the volume down a little bit. And then turn it off. Alrighty. That's cool. I'm sure, you know, for the age of the range that would get into this, that's on the box, which I believe is, does it say the age range on the box? It says 3 years and up. Yeah. This is definitely something that a 3-year-old, maybe even a 2-year-old might get into, but definitely 3 and up, I guess, there. And yeah, so this is the back of it. So let's move on. So then next was Target. Target had a little bit of stuff there. So let's look at that.
Buzz is the most popular one right
Yeah.
now. Buzz and Rex.
Whoa! Haha! Hey now! Our mission on this planet is to make a child happy. Okay, save your batteries. Hey, bye!
Not anything I'm really looking for. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, the first thing I picked up was these Play Scale Interactables. I got all 5 of them, which was Lilypad, Woody, Buzz, Forky, and Jessie. I think this is like the only Forky toy I got. Now, Forky was more prominent in Toy Story 4, so there was a lot more toys for him there. I've only seen the first trailer. I try to go into these as blind as possible, so I'm not sure how much of the movie he's in. And by the time this video comes out, I don't think any of us will know there. So yeah, let's open these up. The cool thing that they're supposed to be able to is talk to each other there. So let's look at the back of the box, see if it says anything else on these. So these toys have a lot to say. Press the button to hear sounds and phrases. And if you have other Toy Story interactables, activate another to hear conversation. So I guess we need to put them like in close proximity to each other there. Yeah, so let's get the scissors back out and get these guys out. I'm not sure if they're just being held in here by strings here. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Right up. I'm just gonna rip this. I'm not saving these boxes anyway, so let's just get that out. There we go. Oh, that's cool. Why is that so hard to take out? Oh, do I need to take this? Let me do this. There's a little tab, plastic tab that's keeping it from... There we go. Alright, cool. Yeah, alright. Alright, so let's take all of them out here first, and then we'll play with them. He looks like he's just in here. These are about the size of the they introduced them back on Toy Story 4. Just kind of the smaller model versions. They're posable, but they're all plastic there. And it doesn't look like they have much action outside of, you know, what they're able to do. But we'll look at that. We'll see how posable they are. Lay them down here real quick. I'm going to need to take the plastic off there to get to his hat. There we go. Oh, we got one more. Let's see if I just go in from this way. There we go. I should be able to get him out. And then we gotta remove this. Here. Get to his hat. Hat on him really quick there. There we go. Quirky. No, I can. Okay. Let's try right here. There we go. Okay. Lastly is Jessie. Right there. Oh, did I get it? No, I got it. I really did not want these to come out. I mean, I get it. So that you can try them out without worrying about them being stolen. But there we go. Oh, I didn't get the arm fully.
Mother of Abraham Lincoln!
Greetings, Jessie.
Oh,
Buzz, what are you doing here?
whoops.
I'm so happy to see you!
There's no room without you, Jessie.
Alrighty. So that, yeah, they work. Awesome. Alright, so let's put them on here. So we know how Jessie works. And they weren't even really, I mean, they were kind of close together, but they weren't that close together. There we go. So let's see here. We'll look at the posability in a second here. I want to see how well these interact with each other. There. Alright. I'm sure they're probably better if I'm on a more flat surface, but this is pretty flat, so Alright, coming into the first issue here is, at least for Jessie, she is not easy to stand up. She's pretty top heavy. Alright, hopefully, nope. We'll try pretty easy to stand up, yep. And Forky was always standing up. And then Lily Pad has a stand on the back here. We just pull down. So now Lily stands up. And then lastly, Jessie, let's see, you probably just need to be propped up here. Maybe like that. There we go. Alright, let's move the camera just so ever slightly. There we go. Let's get the scissors out of there. Alright, so let's see who talks to who. They already have batteries in, of course. Oh, and I did find out this, well, you saw it here. There's this little, like, it's supposed to be like the handle, but if you pull the handle up, Lily Pad goes from happy to menacing there, and it kind of clicks in the paste there, and you just push it back down. Nothing of this is interactable here. There's a button on the side that you would press. Alright, so let's just go down the row and see what happens. They're all pretty close together, so let's see who interacts with who. So let's go with Forky first.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
No?
Now I'm gonna think of a smell to even further lock that in my memory. Oh, gross!
No? Okay. Let's try one more.
You know, the future and the past sound great, but I like the now. I get to spend time with you.
Alright, so let's see. Let's try this.
Playtime's over.
Lily Pad.
You're lucky I have a warranty.
We'll see about that.
That was cool. They all talked at one time. Let's do that again.
Back under the bed, toys.
Lily Pad.
Ready, Chef?
Punch it, Lily.
If Bonnie's gonna make friends, she might need help from someone who's at least from the same century. Right, Sheriff?
Come on. Gasoline, you frog-faced faker. Put up a fight.
That's so neat. Okay, let's do Woody next. And you're supposed to press...
Howdy, my name's Woody.
Hi, welcome, Woody.
Well, turns out, Jessie had it all handled.
Sheriff Jessie never gives up. Sheriff Jessie finds a way.
Nice. Alright, let's do that again. So he presses belt. I thought he pressed the buttons. The buttons kind of look like buttons, but no, he presses belt.
Yeehaw!
Hi, welcome, Woody.
We're in this together, partner. Woody, keep an eye out. You never know when danger will strike.
Alright, so let's do Buzz.
Jessie made me deputy.
Welcome, Buzz.
Jessie, I trust you more than anyone.
My Buzz!
We're all toys. Our mission on this planet is to make a child happy. To play.
So y'all better be ready to play. Ain't that right, Deputy?
Ma'am, well, I just want to say you're a bright young woman with a beautiful yarn full of hair. A hair full of yarn. It's, I must go.
Well, aren't you the sweetest space toy I've ever met?
Oh, that's great. Alright, so that was them quoting Toy Story 2, the end of Toy Story 2 there. That was awesome. Alright, and we already saw Jessie, but we'll do Jessie again. Does you also press her belt? There, no. What do you press on Jessie?
I am not gonna just lie around and let Lily do whatever she wants.
Hi, welcome, Jessie.
Woody, what do you know about tech devices?
Let's have a little talk with our froggy friend.
So you press her sheriff's badge there.
Sheriff Jesse never gives up. Sheriff Jesse finds a way.
Hi, welcome, Jesse.
I want to talk to you, Frog. You're not even listening.
Oh, no, I was listening. See, now look here. Me and the twins have been working all summer to try and get Bonnie to make fun when we finally got her shot with the Jordan twins.
Alright, so it's interesting. The only one that really nobody's interacting with is Forky. Let's try this closer.
Question. Is gravity good?
Nothing! That's so weird.
Oh, toys. Unique, beautiful toys.
That's sad. What does his box say? Does it? Alright, let me see if his box... Alright, so he's supposed to be able to at least talk to Woody, because from the box, it shows him and Woody conversing. But they're supposed to be all able to converse, and you've seen everybody else converse. That's so weird. Let's try it one more time.
What just happened?
Oh, really?
Wow, that is messed up.
I agree. Alright, so let's look at these here. So we already looked at Lily Pad here. There's not much posability because, of course, it's a pad. I'm honestly kind of surprised that Lily is the one that they made into this interactable when there's other characters that I feel like would be better interacting characters there. And, of course, she does have the one little thing where you make the eyes turn evil there. And we got the stand so that she can stand there. And yeah, there's all these have little what type of batteries are these in here? It'll probably say in the box. It is, does it not say? Oh, let me get the instructions out. It's 3 AG13 LR44 1.4. 1.5 volt batteries. Alright, and it says to play, you press the button for sounds and phrases and activate the infrared sensor. What does the sensor do? For single player finger play, press the button again for more phases. To play 2, activate another interactable, face them towards each other to start conversation. Well, that's interesting. When press the button again on each figure to keep the conversation going. Okay, we'll do that. The figure will go to sleep if left idle for approximately 6 seconds to preserve battery life. Press the button again to wake the figure up. When playing with 2 or more interactable figures, activate all the figures to hear them talk. Works only with interactable figures. One figure included, additional figures sold separately. The first figure activated will then call for one of the other figures to start a conversation. Press the button again on the 2 figures to keep chatting. Tips, press the button on a third figure to interrupt the end of conversation. The third figure will then call for another figure to start a new conversation. When the first 2 figures finish talking, press the button again. It will select another figure to talk to. And that shows how to replace the battery. So, does he have... I see where everybody else is infrared. I guess, yeah, because that's right there, that's right there. That infrared's right there for that. And then for Buzz, it's in his mouth. You can't really tell, but it's a clear mouth in there. Where is it on Forky? I don't know. Alright, let's try. Alright, so you gotta face them towards each other. So let's try that.
Not this again.
Nothing.
Will someone please tell me about this thing called cheese? Not this again. That was so much fun!
Nothing. But I bet let's just have. Oops. Take everything. Everybody else down for a second. And let's just do these two. Let's try that.
Ride like the wind at bullseye.
Hi, welcome, Woody.
Hey, Lily, share.
Yeah, can I help you?
She has to do what you say. She's one of us, guys. Deal with it.
Voila, friend made.
She has to do what you say.
Alright. So let's look at Woody's posability here. And then I'll move another character on and we'll go from there. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, so as I showed you, his hat does come off, and it's a nice flexible rubber type of hat there, so it fits really snugly on his head there. I am not worried about that thing falling off for 1 second. His holster does, little gun holster does swing from side to side. Let's see here. For his waist, he does not have anything swiveling in the waist. To be fair, that's kind of where all the electronics are, so I kind of figured that was not going to be a thing. As far as his arms go, he does have the elbow hips. Shoulder hips as well as elbow hips. And then his hands do swivel. And then they are on a ball joint, kind of, so they can move all the way around. That's the same for both of them. His neck is on a swivel. It is kind of like a stuck on a, not even 180 there, maybe a 100 degree. Yeah, so it can move all the way to that side, and then the same can be done for the other side there. And then as far as his legs, for hips, we can move them up and down. He does not have, whoops, didn't mean to press that. He does not have ball joints to move them outward, so he can sit, but he can't do like a split. I mean, he can't even do a split because the pants block him, so he can only that's as far as his legs will go out and go in. He does have knee joints.
Yes, sir. Never a dull moment rescuing toys.
And they are a little stiff there. Let's see. You should be able to. Oh, that is really stiff. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, so he is able to. They're a little stiff there, but you are able to have him, sit like that.
Come see my poncho.
Yeah, he doesn't come with a poncho, surprisingly. Even though in Toy Story 5, the show, he is. He does. I guess he doesn't have that anymore. He's got a regular poncho there, and then his boots. They can swivel, but they don't have any hinges in them, so they can't move that way. All right, so let's get him talking with Buzz. Actually, let's try Forky one more time. I don't know.
Wow, that is messed up. I don't know. Carry me.
Whoa! Easy there, partner.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes, sir. We're in for a rootin' tootin' good time. Yes, sir. Time to round us up an adventure.
You know, the future and the past sound great, but I like the now. I get to spend time with you.
Let me see what his instruction manual says about him. Since he doesn't seem to be interacting with anybody, which is interesting. Let's look at this here. Alright, so his sensors are in his eyes. That's what it says his sensors are. It's in his eyes. So press the button for sounds and phrases. Yeah, and then everything is the same. He's supposed to be interacting with everybody. That's so weird.
Question, is gravity good?
Nothing. Alright, weird. Whatever. Moving on. Forky. He probably has he's probably even more limited in movement than Lilypad here. So yeah, he doesn't have anything moving there. Of course, the toy itself is a fork some plaster, a broken, what are they called? I forgot the name of these really quick here. A little piece of wood there, and a pipe cleaner wrapped around them. And the pipe cleaner hands, they're pretty flexible, so you can pose them pretty well for the most part. But other than that, there's nothing else. You can kind of do it that way there. And yeah, he just doesn't want to talk to anybody. Nobody really wants to talk to him. The speaker is in the bottom here, so that's where the noise comes from. Alright, let's move on to Buzz. What happened?
It looks complicated, and it scares me. Smells like a trap. Stay sharp. There could be danger lurking anywhere. Greetings, Space Ranger. We have a mission.
Nothing. Nobody wants to talk to Forky. Okay. Alright, he got some stuff on his foot here. Let me take that off there. I don't know. Alright, so Buzz, he looks like he's about as posable as his toy counterpart, minus one thing, and this has been an issue with the Buzz figures for a while, especially with Mattel. Unless you get like the deluxe version, there's no hinges in his feet. There's literally, it's just sculpted. You can't do that. So like, yeah, you can. I mean, the rest of him moves just fine. He's even on swivel, ball joints there, so you can move his legs just as you would there. Same with his arms; they move just as he would there. But yeah, his feet don't have swivel joints. Also, these don't do anything, and he doesn't have any wings. So this is just for decoration. His head swivels, and it looks like his head's could swivel all the way around, but it's stuck. This keeps him from looking all the way around. All right. So lastly, let's have him and his boo thing Jesse talk. And Jesse, just like Woody, had a rubber hat, so we can put that on here. All right.
Greetings, Jesse.
That is a squeeze in next to you?
Yes. No. I mean, why would I mind squeezing next to you?
I've got something I've got to do. For Bonnie.
Yes, sir. Sheriff, ma'am.
That is a squeeze in next to you?
Yes. No. Why would I mind squeezing next to you? We're all toys. Our mission on this planet is to make a child happy. To play.
So y'all better be ready to play. Ain't that right, Deputy?
Jesse, I trust you more than anyone.
My Buzz!
Alrighty. So, she probably has, she looks like she has more posability. Nope, she's got the same posability as Woody there. So, same. Oh, maybe not. She can swivel at the torso. That's interesting there, because Woody did not. Let me try Woody one more time. Here, because it looks like his torso would move. No, it's stuck. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so for her hat's a bit steeper, so it does like to fall off. You can kind of push it down there. It may eventually fall off again. But yeah, so same posability as Woody and all the joints there. And of course, just like Woody, she can't move her leg all the way back, so she can just that way and that way. And she does not have. She does have. Alright, so she does have joints, so she can do a split. And then of course she's got knee joints. And then her feet cannot swivel. So as you saw earlier, she really is a little top heavy. So it is a little harder, and I feel like this would be a lot easier if her feet did have a little bit of hinge joints in them. Because that's kind of, the shoes are sculpted weird, so they're not fully on the ground at the entire time, or both are not fully on the ground the entire time. So that is the issue that's going to be in there. So she's probably just going to have to like sit up against a wall or something. What else I found at Target that I didn't film, I went to the pop vinyl section there that also, depending on where your store is, that's kind of usually where they have the trading cards. It's usually all the way in the back with the electronic stuff there. Now, I don't normally like buy a lot of Funko Pops anymore, but I did get some stuff there that I thought was pretty neat there for the collection. So I got these Bullseye, which that's the name of their dog, their mascot there, and he's dressed up as Woody and as Buzz Lightyear there. And let me take these out of the box so you can see them better. I bet there's like collectors screaming, no, not on the box, but I don't care. That's cute. Now the pops that's one thing I do keep displayed on the box just because it's easier. I used to not keep them displayed in the box there, and some of them are just, you know, top heavy, so they like to fall down. So there you go. Yeah, and of course people complain about Funko Pops all the time there, and I think I saw recently, I think that was last year, so I don't know how well or not well they're doing, but it didn't seem like the Funko company was doing too hot financially, which is, I don't know, kind of what happens. But I mean, Ty used to be a big thing because of the Beanie Babies, and they're still around. They just, you know, had to kind of cut costs and lower expectations because they weren't as big as they were in the 90s. Anyways, alright, so the other thing that I got was another Funko Pop thing here. It is this blind box collection. And they had a couple of them there, so that means, so I didn't mind picking up this entire box here. Yep, I even got the display box there of these little vinyl figures. So that means there's 2, 4, so there's 12. There's 12 vinyl figures to collect. Now, of course, these are blind boxes, so I am not expecting to get one of each there. We'll see. I'm sure I'm going to get some doubles, maybe some triples as well there. But on the back it shows that you can, the most common ones are going to be Woody, Buzz, Jessie, and Bullseye. Then the uncommon ones are going to be Atlas and Snappy. Slightly more uncommon is going to be Snappy and Lilypad. Rare is going to be Blaze is a new character, so, and she has a pet pig. I think it's a pet pig. It might be a plush. I want to say it's a pet pig though, because it doesn't give a name. It just says Blaze's pet pig. And the little slap hand. And then the ultra rare is Forky and Karen Beverly in their wedding garments. So let's get those scissors back up. And open all these. Oh, that did not cut it at all. There we go. Alright. So first one we open. Let's see what we get. Really, I don't mind any of them. I would prefer having any of these guys right here. The hand would also be cool to get. So let's see what we get here. All right. It's blind, even the box here. Right? So, filling out, and I think this is Woody. I think we got Woody. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Bullseye. Oh, he is top heavy. Yeah. Does it have a little stand? No, he's supposed to stand like that, but he's not. Alrighty. Put him to the side. I'll find a way to. Oh, wait, hang on. Never mind. I was not looking in the box. But enough, there is a little stand. Awesome, good. I was about to say, alright, so it's supposed to just pop on just like that. There we go. Alright, awesome. So, Bullseye. First one collected. Let's continue. Let's see if we open it this way. Oh, there. I probably will keep one of the boxes and like the display, but I'm not keeping all the boxes there. Because they're all the same. They're all the same box. There's no need to keep them all. Alright. Alright, so it's not Bullseye because no stand. I think this is Snappy. Different plastic for this one. That's interesting. Yeah, awesome. Got one of the ones I wanted. Cool. Let's keep going. Oh, that's why I'm not keeping all of them. Right, not Bullseye. I think this is Blaze. Let's see here. Oh yeah! Awesome! Got Blaze. Got one of the rare ones. Alrighty. Let's see. Next one. Alrighty, this is either Jesse or Woody. This is Woody. There we go. Alright, so 4 down. Keep going here. Alrighty. I think this is Lily Pad. Nope. It's... I just said his name. Smarty Pants. And he has a stand. His stand was in the plastic bag there. Cool. That's another one I wanted. Okay. This is Atlas. Yep. Cool. Alright, so I've gotten the 3 that I wanted. That's awesome. All right, and we're halfway through. Not a double. Huh. All right, let's keep going. So far we've gotten those, that one, and that one, and Woody. So we're just missing now Jessie, Buzz, Lilypad, Hand, Forky, and Karen Beverly. Let's see what happens. Oh, that came off really good. Alrighty. I can't tell what this one is. Oh, we got our first double. It was Bullseye, and his little stand was inside the bag there, so that's why I couldn't guess it. Alrighty. I'm gonna keep that box because that one didn't get messed up as much as the others. So let's keep going. Which means we're not going to get all of them, unfortunately, there. But it's fine. I'm not going to like go out and try to find the last one if it ends up being that one. Alright, let's see here. I don't know. This probably could be Buzz. Yep, this is Buzz. And this is probably Jessie or it's another Woody. Oh, another Woody. Alright, cool. Let's put these two back there. Uh-oh. And we got two Woodies. I don't want to stand up because they're real top heavy. Alrighty. Let's see. Next one is I think this is Jessie. Oh, let's get those scissors. Yep, Jessie, and she comes with the little on a stand there because she's like running. All right, cool. So we got all the common ones. So we got two left. We haven't gotten Lily, the Hand, Forky, or Karen Beverly. So let's see. And Forky and Karen Beverly are the rarest ones, so I doubt we're going to get those. Ah, this is another Jessie. And then, oh yeah, because they're going to be the more common ones, so it's going to be more duplicative. Come on. Let's see. This last one's going to be. I think we got another buzz. Yep. Alrighty, so we got 2 of each of the commons: Woody, Jesse, Buzz, and Bullseye. We got one of the rare ones, which was Blaze's Pet Pig, and we happened to get all 3 of the AA, which is the ones I was most hoping for to get. So that's great. Alright, so now on to the stuff I found at Walmart. So cute.
Hey, howdy, hey! Ready to sing along? Great! Here we go! Yippee-ki-yay! In Molly's bedroom, on a table, tending sheep at sleeping time, stood the sweetest porcelain treasure. It was Bo Peep, her face did shine. Oh, my darling, oh, my darling, tending sheep at sleeping time, stood you on a table, Molly, oh, Bo Peep,
Oh, goodness. Ooh. That's cute. I'm not getting that. That's cute. I made the XL figures too. Interesting.
It's like you bought that at Become Hunter and Ranger.
Right. And then it wouldn't last long.
No, those boards are rough.
Does it have... Includes a SD card. Nice. SD card and a SD cable. It looks like it has some sort of something on it to... Oh, it's got games on it too. Interesting. It's actually not a bad price for everything. What's the... Up to 180p videos. Huh.
hello there! Pick a number!
And this is the ones where
Howdy, folks. House
you
clear?
walk.
Reporting for duty, Sheriff. We gotta go now.
One of these guys. Speak.
Pig. Let's make space so she can get through.
It's so cute, and I haven't seen it advertised anywhere.
You know which one I think is cute?
What's that?
The bullseye one right there.
What was that? Yeah, I was gonna get that too.
Sounds like your kid.
It's got its whole little carrying thing, and it has a... This is something Lily would have wanted. growing up.
Me too.
Alrighty, so this was the first thing that really caught my eye that I've been having fun with, because you can play with it a little bit, and the box is this Pizza Planet oven. And yeah, this is interesting. This is one of a couple toys that is just Toy Story themed. It's not Toy Story 5 specifically themed, which is fine. And yeah, this is just, you know, something 3 and up can play with. It says it has 13 pieces. I'll get into the electronics bits and pieces in a bit here. On the right hand side, it says Pizza Planet oven. You can add cosmic toppings. The rocket, Pizza Planet rocket spins 360, and the galactic lights and sound. It shows on the back all the different pieces you have, and then it just shows a kid playing it here. So let's get this out. I'm sure you can probably just, the instruction manual's at the bottom like usual. There's the instruction manual. And it says you make a pizza, open the door and put your pizza in the oven, press the power button on, and then press the right button to power on the oven, and then the left button to start baking. You can share the pizza, 360-degree rotation button, and there's storage for the pizza slicer. It requires 3 AG13 LR44 button cell batteries that are included, and yep, that's it. Right, so let's get this thing out. Let's see here, let's just, I guess we could have done this. Let's take off. Alright, and we should just be able to pull, maybe we'll take the pieces off here first. Let's get the scissors out again, so I can cut that off. There we go. There. This little slice off right here. And this has the pizza pan and the rest of the pizza. There. And these are the 2 little plates. Alright, and then we should be able to pull this just right off. Huh. And that was perfect timing right there. Alright, there is some plastic here on the bottom, so let me take that off really quick here. This does have your usual little zip ties there, and is there an easier way to take these off? Yes, there is. Go. All right. So let's get the things that fell to the ground really quick. Alright, so let's look at the oven here first. Of course, it says that the rocket can go 360 degrees, so let's do that. Oh yeah, love that clicking noise. the oven lid opens, and then you press the light button, and you can't really see it, but there's a light that comes on. Let me see if I'm gonna turn this light off for a second here, just so you can see it in action. All right, there we go. Hey, there we go. So there's a little red light there, and it will dim and go off by itself. And then, cool. And then we can put the little pizza in here, and it fits just like so. Press that, then press that. And I do like I did notice this. Okay, so the time, the little sculpted stuff in the little, what would be the clock there, is pretty accurate to how you would cook a pizza. So it's 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 minutes. That's gonna depend on the pizza, of course. That's gonna cook the pizza pretty well. So that's pretty accurate there. And then I wish it came with like a little glove there, because that way it would, teach kids you don't just put your hand into the oven and pull it out, because it'd be hot. You got to put a little oven mitt on. But I digress. And then you take the little pizza slicer, which has little green men imprints on the slicer itself. And the slicer handle is a rocket ship with the stars and the rocket fuel, and then it says Pizza Planet right here. And then we can just kind of pretend to slice it one way, slice it the other way, and take the slices off, and we can put them on these little green man plates. It comes with 2 of them, which is adorable. And looks like each plate can hold 2 slices of pizza. And each of the pieces of pizza comes with 1 topping. So it looks like we've got a little green onion piece here. We got a mushroom, a tomato, and then a looks like a Mars shaped pepperoni slice. And these can all be put on any of the pieces. They just snap into place there. And then the tray has, of course, the little green men design on it with the Pizza Planet logo as well. And looking at the oven itself, I love the colors to this thing. Definitely, because of the colors they have to use, it's definitely reminiscent of the 90s. So we got 1 little green man, and then even the oven door has this like Saturn ring around it. And just, it's really bright colors, and I love it. And as it mentioned, there is a little hole right here on the side, and then it connects right there. A little finagling there, but they'll connect, and that way it stores properly. And then, put everything back in here. Put those sideways. There we go. Voila. Everything's nice and stored. You can put it away there. And looking at the back and sides really quick. Oh, yep. I would say, if you're not going to use this, or you're just going to do a display, of course, like some of the other instructions I've said, remove the batteries. The battery compartment is right here. Just has a Phillips head, 1 screw in there. Take the batteries out, store them. That way you don't have to worry about the battery leakage. Moving on to the other non-Toy Story 5 toy, we've got this Bullseye Care Kit. And I will say this is probably the cutest thing that they've come out with for the just Toy Story in general, because this really reminded me of the toys that my sister had growing up, like little animal and vet care kits that would, come with a little, plush animal. Usually come with like a little pet carrying case there, and it would come brushes and all this, and this is adorable. So it says it comes with 5 pieces. Bullseye is a nice little plush there. ages 3 and up. On the back of the box there, it shows that it comes with this little carrying case, a stethoscope, a bottle, an apple, and little sheriff badge brush. It says endless pretend play and on the go fun. I also really like these boxes, both the look and design of the Pizza Planet oven, as well as this, have that blue cloud design that was really prominent in the Toy Story 1 era of toys there. Alright, so we should be able to, looks like he's just attached by some little plastic pieces right here. Take those out. He's really soft too. And let's see here, he's attached by his butt. Let's see one. And see the other. There we go. Alright, let me get the plastic out of his butt, out of his feet. There, so yes, nice. Let's see if he can stand up. He does! He can stand up. That's awesome. So here's him from the front view. And then he sits very well there. Alright, let's look at the all the other little things that came with him. Alright, so we got the bottle. That's just kind of held together by this one twist tie right here. These are not the sharpest scissors. There we go. Put that right here right now. And this should all just be able to move this way. Let's take this out. Apple out. Brush out. Alrighty. Oops. So let's look at this little bag here. It is designed very, very Jessie-centric here, and let's see, it's got some Velcro. Let's open it up. I don't believe you'll be able to fit Bullseye in there, but you can fit everything else in here. That takes some finagling, but there we go. So yeah, let's just go one by one with the stuff. So he's got a little bottle. It's a clear bottle, and it is just one solid piece there, so you aren't going to be able to fill it with liquid. It doesn't have any liquid in there, and it is clear, so you can see all the way through it for the most part. And then we got a little brush, little sheriff badge brush. And I find it funny, they gave him a brush, but then they made his hair be like how it is in the toy, which is just, felt. So not a lot you can really brush on him there, unfortunately. and then got a stethoscope. And there's nothing, there's no buttons or anything on this. It's just, plastic here, so you can just listen to his little horse heartbeat. Right there. Let's see, would this even fit me? I'm pretty sure it would. Yeah. So this is pretty bendable. So no matter how big the kid's head is, it's definitely gonna fit. And then lastly, we have a little plastic apple. And this feels, it is definitely plastic. It feels a little bit, it's got a little weight to it there. And they did, I don't know, the stem looks like it's its own little separate piece there. It doesn't look like that's painted on there, so that's good. So yeah, this and the oven were both $30 there. That's fine. I probably would, honestly, the oven, $30, sure. This seems more like it should have been like a $20 thing there. I digress. Alright, and then let's get into some more electronic toys. Okay, so let's put this back in here. Get him to the side. Alright, so the other big thing that was there was Blaze's Pet Pig. And it does have the little cell batteries in there. It's already got the batteries in there. And you just press the snout. And this thing is so soft. It's kind of like how those weighted toys are, plushies are. Really, really soft there. So let's get the Pet Pig out of here. Alright. Oh, we got one more. Let's get all them out there. Okay, so let's see on the bottom here really quick. We should have the battery. Yes, there it is. Battery compartment right here. So it's got, let's see here, off, and then is this off and on? No, that's off, and then this is fully on. Put that back in there, and it just velcros right back up. And of course, because this has electronics in it, you definitely want to hand wash this. Probably just, take a damp rag to it there. It's funny, as soon as I put this in the buggy, my wife is like, I'm calling that. That's mine, and when you're done reviewing it, it's going to go to my plushie collection. I'm like, you know what, that's fine. So, really like the design. The eyes are embroidered, looks like, and it's got, again, this really soft fabric to it, really squishy, really cute. Squish, squish, squish. There, so yep, and it's just got the, and you can, as you saw there, you can turn it off. You can also, of course, remove the batteries there, and yeah, it's just this was also $30. I do not think this thing should have been $30. This should have been like maybe $15 at most. That's just my opinion. Also, I don't know why it was in that such a big display there. It really didn't need to be in a display. I guess it needed to be because it has the electronics to it, so that just may be something that they are required to do. But anyways, so let's move on. Alright, and then I got Smarty Pants Silly Sound Maker. Now, I am going to say I did already turn this off, and I'll turn it back on, because as it says motion activated, my wife doesn't really like motion activated toys, and it's like as if you move anything around it, it will go off, and it will, after a while of not doing anything, it will talk and say it's turning itself off, which really creeped her out there. So it says try me, press any button, funny phrases and sound effects there. It says motion activated fun with Smarty Pants. He lights up and makes hilarious sounds when someone walks by. He's so silly and full of surprises. He's got a kickstand included for stability. Give the handle a pull and watch his eyes blink. You never know what this Smarty Pants will do next. And of course it is for ages 3 and up. Let's just take them out of the box here. Got these 3 twist ties. I love these things. I mean, you've seen me review older toys where they have those really big metal twist ties, and they're just a pain to get out. I am so glad that we moved on from those. We still have the zip ties there, which that's fine, because those don't take that much to get out. But these are definitely a much better solution to keeping toys in place. Alrighty. So let's turn him back on. He has an on mode and a demo mode. And he does take, I believe he takes double A's. Let's see here. It takes 3 double A's. Yep. Even says right here. Alright, so let's turn him on.
Well, hello there. Pick a number.
And then we'll put a little kickstand. So he sits right there. Alright, so first let's move his eyebrows.
Hey, geez, someone dim the brightness out here. Nobody's home.
Press these 3 buttons down here. So we'll press the 1 button.
Well, hello there. Pick a number. Is it number 1 or number 2?
The blue one.
How long have I been off? Hey, easy there. I am not a chair. I am a potty trainer. Show some respect.
I believe this one is voiced by Conan O'Brien, and he's doing a lovely job.
Offense taken.
Ha!
Is it number 1 or number 2?
Alright, so yeah, you see there's this little sensor right here, so if you move...
Wait a minute. This isn't the bathroom.
Gotta wait a couple seconds.
Look at me. Yes. I am back. Hey, geez, someone dim the brightness out here.
Alright, so yeah. Turn them off. And even with them turned off, you can still do the handle. And press the buttons, they're just not going to make any noise. I really like the look of this. This is, although this is made by Mattel, this is definitely the closest to how the older Toy Story form before we used to have, there was the company, alright, so there used to be company called Thinkway Toys, and they would do like the most movie accurate toys for each of the Toy Story movies there. And after 4, I don't know if it was just Disney being cheapskates or what, but they decided they were not going to renew their license with them and just go fully with Mattel. So like all these toys here that you're seeing today, they're all made by Mattel or Play School in the ones for the ones that weren't specifically made for Toy Story 5 there. But this feels like the closest to a Thinkway toy. So the plastic, it's fine there. I'm not really worried about it breaking there. I'm not going to throw it or anything there. It definitely feels sturdy enough for like a 3-year-old to play with it and stuff there. But yep, so just make sure if you're, just for display there, take the batteries out. And then the other electronic toy is Snappy. And Snappy is like a digital camera, and it says tripod included. It says there's a bonus SD card included that can store up to 1,200 photos. You can add fun digital image to your photos. It says it includes a 2-inch full color screen. It includes 5 games, and it has MP3 player capabilities there. On the back it says decorate images with fun graphics, 25 plus images to choose from, recorded videos using filters or slow motion. The SD card is it's a 512 megabytes. Their SD card, it says it can hold up to let's see, I know it said somewhere on there what type of, I guess it really could technically hold up to any SD card, but it does need 3 AA batteries, which are not included, but I do have 3 with me, so we'll be able to test it out here. And it says video recorder, expandable memory slot. Okay, here we go. 32 gigabyte max card, so I guess up to 32 is your max. Includes 5 games and an MP3 player. So we'll test all that out today here. It also says 512 megabyte micro SD and USB-C cable included. Micro SD card pre-installed in the camera. Alrighty. So this has an interesting, we really haven't seen these type of packages for a while. They're usually the harder ones to open there because they've got the little imprint all the way around there. So, but let's see here. And this is all just plastic. So that's the camera. Tripod. And it says the SD card's already in the camera. And then we're going to take the little Ziploc baggie here. Let's see. And does just activate the warranty. Right. This isn't how the, okay, here we go. Alright, so battery should only be installed by an adult. Use a Phillips screwdriver to open the battery compartment. Install 3 AA size new batteries into the compartment. Make sure that the plus and minus polarities match the diagram printed inside. Close the battery compartment and tighten the battery door. Then it shows how to install the tripod. And I kind of figured this. So this is not the actual camera lens. It says this is the actual camera lens right here. And then it says this is a shutter button. And then the tripod attachment. There's the memory slot and the data port there at the bottom. And then the controls on the back say this is the go back button, reverse up for reverse or up, forward or down. Reverse, forward, up, down. There's reset. There's a mic. Enter button. Press OK. Power button. And yeah. Alright, so let's put the batteries in. Get my screwdriver out. That just falls off right there. Let's see. There's the micro SD card right there. And then there. Alright, and then as far as the tripod, the legs do come out, so it can be more sturdy. And then just like any tripod, it just screws in right there at the bottom. Tripod's not really adjustable as far as height though, so you would have to, get a regular tripod if you want to do anything like that. And then we got this little piece of clear. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. All right, let's take that out. Let's move this over here. All right, so let's power it on. Maybe I did not put the batteries in the right way. It seemed like I did. Let's double check that really quick here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe this is all supposed to be the other way. Nope, that's maybe these batteries are dead? Give me 1 second. Okay, so this was purely a user error. I did not read the other part of the instructions that said how to use the camera, because if I even read how to use, it said press and hold power button for 2 seconds to turn on and off. All right, so let's read the instructions here. So it says camera modes. Choose from 6 modes. Use up, down, forward, reverse buttons to cycle through modes. Photos, videos, playback settings, games, and music. Press the OK button to confirm. Short press go back button to return to the main menu. Just went over the power. Take photos. Use the up and down, forward, reverse buttons to set the photo mode and press OK. Then press the shutter button to capture a photo. Stickers. Decorate your image with preloaded stickers. When in photo mode, use up, down button to select. Note, you must add stickers before you take a photo. That's good to know. Take videos, use the up, down, forward, reverse buttons to set to video mode. Press reverse button to choose record video or slow motion and press OK button. Then press the shutter button to start recording. Press the shutter button again to stop recording. Playback, use up, down, forward, reverse buttons to set playback mode. Press the OK button to review content. Use forward, reverse to scroll. Deleting files. In playback mode, select one photo, video, or voice recording. To delete, press up, down buttons to enter delete. Settings. Use that. Alright, so the settings, you choose from camera resolution, self-timer, video size, date stamp, language, screensavers, auto power off, cyclic record, screen check, volume, delete all, format, date, time, default settings, version. Games, use the up, down, forward buttons. Press OK to confirm. Use the forward reverse buttons to select one of 5 games. Press OK to start. use the buttons to start. Press OK button. Music. Alright, and SD card. A 512 megabytes SD card comes already installed in the camera. To store more photos and videos, you can replace the provided SD card, max 32 gigabytes, with your own if greater storage capacity is needed. USB transfer, data transfer cable. Connect the included USB-C data transfer cable to the USB-C port on the camera. Connect the other end to port on a computer. You would see the battery low icon on the display screen, then press the power button once. Now you can transfer your content and share your photos with friends and family. In the event of interrupted operation, use the extended tip of a paperclip or other thin tool to press the reset button. Okay, so now that we know all that, let's hold down the button. Alrighty, so let's take a photo. Alright, let's use, you know what? Let's use this. There we go. It's probably a great camera to use for stop motion. Okay, so let's go back to the menu. See, let's go settings, camera resolution, self-timer, video set size, 1080p, nice. Date stamp on, you can turn off, English. What's the languages you can choose from? Quite a few, okay. Screensavers, 2 minutes, auto power off 3 minutes, cycle record 1, screen check, volume, delete all, format, date time, default settings version, okay. Go back to the main menu. So you set a timer that way. Oh, alrighty. So up. Let's get the filters. Oh, that's cool. I will show, you know, the actual. I'll upload all the video, all the photos, so you can see what I took. Oh, that's cool. That's some cool filters. Ah, that's cool. Oh, okay, I guess. There we go. The Brady Bunch. Ooh. That's kind of trippy. That's cool. Oh, okay. Alright, so these are the backgrounds. Well, there really are a lot. Oh. Hey, there you go. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, okay. And we're back. Okay. Oh, wow. This is alright. So this was oh man, I think this was $30. This is actually pretty good. I think pretty good money. All right, so let's do that. All right, so let's do a little video. Alrighty. Let's see. We'll put them side by side here. And then I'll just move this around so you can see. Tripod. Go. Alrighty. And then I guess we press again to stop. There we go. Alright, so let's go back. Hang on. I wanted to check something out here. Was there filters for the video? Yep. Alright, so all the filters... No, it just has the color filters. Alrighty. Alright. I was hoping to have the cool, like the lens features. Alright, so then we can go here. To select playback, do we just press... There we go. So I'll put the little video right here so you can see how it, and I'll do compare and contrast on the two. Nope, cancel. So you can scroll through all the pictures that you took. That's great. Alright, so we already looked at settings, so let's look at music. Is there anything in here? Nope. Alright, so that's the volume. Alright, so I guess you would put music on there. And then lastly, let's play the games. I'm going to try to, let's see here. Okay, that way hopefully you can see better. Alright, so we got Snake, Boxes, a Maze, Fighting, Tetris! You got Tetris on there? Alright, this is just Snake. Alright, and it's a very interesting version of Snake, so it does not move automatically. Oh, okay. Let's do that again. Yeah, so I am holding it down. Okay. Let's try Tetris. No music. Is it just the L? No, okay. I was like, wait a second. Alright, let's go back. So this one was... one of these type of games. Alright. And that resets it to the first line. Okay, cool. Alright, so let's go back. Alright, so we got this. Let's do this one. What's this one? This one has sound effects. Kind of like a Galaga type of game. Ooh, that was close. Ah, alright. And last one. Oh, this is just maze. Okay. Not even like a timer or anything. Interesting. Yeah, I would have, if I had this growing up, I would definitely have loved this there. Again, this is, for the quality there, and for the price, you can't go wrong with this one. And, yeah, as I said, the lens is right here, so this is all just a sticker. But still, really great. I love it when they do it, make stuff that's like, you know, actually what the product is. Let's alright, so now is so these next couple toys, you can find them in stores, but I did buy them off of like Target and Walmart and Amazon's website there. So the first one is going to be this Toy Story 5 Play-Doh set. Now, Toy Story and Play-Doh have been doing collaborations since at least Toy Story 3. I'm sure there's probably even ones going back to maybe Toy Story 2. I don't remember if they ever did anything for Toy Story 1. I don't think Play-Doh was really doing those type of collaborations back in the 90s there. But definitely 3 forward, they've always had at least one Play-Doh theme playset there. So this comes with, it says Play-Doh Space Creations. It comes with 5 tubs of dough. It comes with the little Star Command box that Buzz comes with. It comes with Woody and Buzz figures and some accessories there. Look at the back of the box here really quick. And let's open it. That's there. Now the Play-Doh box I will keep just because it's going to be a lot easier, you know, storing all of the pieces that came with it there. That is just, I don't have a big Play-Doh collection to begin with. Okay, so we got these cool little figures. These started doing these type of figures, I want to say probably 5 or so years ago. They're kind of rubbery, really bendable. Yep, that's even a tool right there that we'll get to. But it's nice that you can, that can go on him there. And yeah, you can bend him. His little hands are even molded so you can hold stuff there. Same with Woody. And they stand up pretty well also. Now they're probably not going to stand up really well once you start attaching, you know, stuff like this onto him. So let's do that really quick here. Let's see. Oh, no. Cool. He stands up pretty well. Let's lower this down just for a second. There we go. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Let's get this out. Alrighty. So yeah, you got all these little molds on the back. They're all space themed. You got you can put the Play-Doh in the bottom there and have it shoot out. And then you can open it up, and there's you can make Buzz, Little Green Man, or one of the Zurg robots there. That's cool. We'll play with that in a second there. Let's see what else we got. We got a Star Command print, so you can make, looks like you can make the Star Command logo, just like pressing down that way. But if you open it up, it is Buzz with a laser, so I bet that you would put his, yeah, you would put his, maybe his arm in like so, there. Yeah, we'll play around with that. Let's see here. What does this say? Molding compound not intended to be eaten. Clean, remove excess compound, let the rest dry, then scrape away. No, always put compound back in container after play. Contains wheat. Of course, obviously, the instructions say do not eat Play-Doh. They've always said do not eat the Play-Doh here. But with that said, please let me know down in the comments, did you ever eat the Play-Doh growing up? Because I will say me and my sister both did actually eat the Play-Doh. But it says don't, and you know, there's obviously, it's not, technically it is edible, but like it's not made for human consumption kind of thing there. Plus you just really don't want to put that kind of stuff in your body. Alright, so this is the other piece that went to here. Same plop, and it'll spit stuff out right there. And then Woody's hat, which is not going to fit on his head at the moment, but it's a mold to make his hat. So let's do that first. And also, we'll look at the colors that we were given. So we got, let's see, do these give names to them? Nope. The stuff on the bottle just says contains wheat in different languages. All right, so we got brown, purple, blue, green, and yellow. Alright, I'm going to get this little soapbox just for a minute. I hate how small the the Play-Doh tubs have gotten. You know, if this had come out, you know, 20 odd years ago, we would have, of course the box would have been like huge, but they would all be like, each tub would be about that size and that far around. Anyways, of course you can buy more Play-Doh, which is what they want you to do there, and I'm sure there's enough Play-Doh for us to do everything that you can do with this toy set, but it's, you know, we just didn't know how good we had it back then. Alright, so let's make Woody's hat first. We're going to use the brown Play-Doh for that. And these should just pop right off. Alrighty. Yep, that still smells like Play-Doh. Play-Doh always has a very unique, that's not going to come out just like that. Play-Doh always has a really unique smell to it. There. Let's see, get a good bit out. So, Play-Doh was the first dough thing that I ever had, as most kids did, and is what the first thing that I used for stop motion back when I was doing stop motion videos. Like if you look at my older videos, like the stop motion hamster dance and the pink dye videos, those are all, for the most part, those are made by Play-Doh. Later on in the stop motion hamster dance video, I do move to Sculpey, and you can tell because the figures get a lot more detailed there. But for the first half of it, it is Play-Doh. Alright, so that should be enough there. Let's see. Squish. Alrighty. Get nice and tight there. Alright, so we're going to cut off excess. Let's put that back in there. Alright, I'm going to take that off. Alrighty. Let's see, how well is that going to come off of the mold? There we go. Okay, great. Awesome. We did put that right on there like that. Alrighty. Alright, so just so it doesn't dry out, we're going to put that right back in there. Alright, let's use the purple for this here. Man, these are like the toughest to just open up. I'm sure because they're factory sealed, so it's like you got air sealed tight in there. Anyways, alright, so let's put his arm right there. And then, let's see, take this full thing out, because we're going to want all of it, I'm sure. Come on. So put that right in here. A little hand right there. I'm going to take the rest of this. It doesn't want to come out because they just smushed it into the little tub. And put that right here. And let's smush it. There we go. Yeah, get it all nice there. Alright, so let's take the excess off first. Put that into the tub. There. Alrighty, let's see. How did that turn out? There you still got some excess. Let's get that off first. Can we get it? There we go! Oh, we put it on the wrong hair and I didn't even realize that. Oh, goodness. Because I didn't notice the mold has... Yeah, it's... I put it on the... Oh, well. Oh, well. Just take that out here. I swear it's... yeah. Alrighty. I don't know why it looks like it's like a piece to a puzzle, because you notice there's this little tab right there and then a little notch right here, which makes me think there's others. I don't know. Nothing that this can really connect to, it looks like. Alrighty, let's see. Let's do this. Let's say make it blast off, so it's going to be yellow. And I'm not going to do every single little mold here. I'm putting it in there, and I think we'll move on to something else after that. But you get the idea. You get the idea. Let's see here. Okay. I need this entire thing Play-Doh. And come on. There we go. Alright. So let's put that, stuff that in here, and then 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. It looks like French fries. Is there any extra in there? Oh, that's gonna be fun. Clean up. Let's see. Let's see if we can get that pressed out a bit as well. Yeah. Put that back in there. Let's see, can we just kind of pull all this out? This will probably have to dry and then I'll just grab it later. There. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can get all of it. Alrighty. There we go. Got some in the hinges right there. Alright. I believe this was about $15 or so, maybe $20. Which is, I think that's a pretty fair price. For a Play-Doh set. Alright, so let's put everything back. I'm a kid of the 90s. I have the cleanup song stuck in my head. I will not sing it though, because I do not know if that would get me a copyright strike. But if you know, you know. Alright, and then we did this on like so. And then that, everything else was in here. Let's see, Buzz was right here. Woody was right here. And then this was... that. Alright, that seems right. I'm going to do that. Alright, and then let's put it back in the box there. So these fit in first. Oh, easier said than done. And this was this one. Put that back in there. No, how about... unless that's not all. Let's push all the way in. Is it this way? No. Looks like it's gonna be this way. There we go. Ta-da! Alright. Alrighty. Next is so they're doing this thing, they've been kind of doing this thing since Toy Story 3, which is like these smaller versions of all the figures, and it has play sets and stuff with them. They kind of revamped them for Toy Story 5, and they're called Small Stars now. And I don't really get into those, but I had to get this set because... I didn't have to get it, but I really wanted it because it is reenacting the Pizza Planet scene. So it has them dressed up as the Mega Slush and the Supernova Burger. And also it comes with Woody, Buzz, and 2 little green men there. My wife pointed out there should have been 3 of them. I agree. Because it's just, we're so used to seeing 3 of them. And 3 is a magic number. So let's open this up. Oh, come on, don't be difficult. Hit it, Lindsay. You don't have to. There we go. Alright. This is another one I probably will keep the box for, just because I really like the display here. But I'm not going to take all the pieces out. I mean, I'm going to take Woody and Buzz out, though. Just to show you how they fit. So you put Woody in just like that. Oh no! And then you're just going to push him down a little bit. There we go. And then Buzz is the more funnier one. So let's take out the Supernova Burger right here. Come on. Oh my gosh. It's stuck. There we go. And then let's get Buzz out. Let's get this. Push him out. Like such. Alright, so you'll notice there's a little square peg right here. Detach Buzz, like so, and then you put, there we go, open them up, you put the bottom part right there, and then you put the top part right here. And then you can have them open, or you can kind of open it so it looks like that. And put like that. I love it. Love it. Alrighty. Now we've got this seems to be an Amazon exclusive toy. There. This is the play scale, but it's not interactable. It is just Jessie and the AA team. So it's Jessie in the same scale that she is for the, I think she's the same scale. Yeah. And then it has Snappy, Smarty Pants, and Atlas in that size as well. Let's see how this will go. There you go. And I did already open this ahead of time there, so they're already out of the box. Outside, other than Jessie, but and I'll show you that in a second. But these are just really, I really like the look of all these. They're just nice. They're in that same size. So that's Jessie, and we've already got one Jessie. Yeah, she's the exact same size. She just doesn't. There's nothing to press for buttons. So we'll just have, and we already know that Jessie does not stand very well. So we've already gone over the posability of Jessie. It's the same. So we're just gonna lay her down right here. So we got Atlas, we've got Snappy, we've got Smarty Pants. The one thing I will say for Smarty Pants is he does not have anything to prop him up like the electronic toy does, unfortunately. But we can kind of compare sizes for these two. So let's do that really quick. So for Snappy, Snappy is a little bit smaller than the actual electronic counterpart, but not by much. And the tripod does not come off. It is on a little swivel, so you can kind of, pose it. And the button right here. So I guess this is like an eyebrow. So the button kind of moves the eyebrow around, and then you can also make the eye move around. And just the screen says Snappy is definitely a lot different than the electronic version, though. This probably is more movie accurate for look, whereas this is more real life accurate. Alright, so let's take that down. And then for Smarty Pants, he's actually bigger than the electronic toy there. He still has his buttons do not move, but I actually kind of like the look of these buttons better, in my opinion. They just look more like how, like an electronic toy would, like that kind of, I don't know, that sparkly detail behind the printed picture. You can move the handle though, and instead of making just the eyes, the eyebrows come down, it changes the eye posture. Now, Atlas does not have a toy yet. I don't know if we're going to ever get one. But Atlas does not have a other toy to compare it to. This is as far as I know. I mean, yeah, there's the Funko mystery one, but that's just a little statue. It's not like you can't play with it. This is cool because if you looked at the Funko toy, you had no clue what this is. You're like, why is it just a head of a hippo? Well, because it's a cell phone, and there's a rubber padding right here, so like they don't do anything, but you can press down on them and it feels really good. There's a little spring right here so that it it flips right up, no problem. This is of course just a sticker that shows the character's name. But it is nice that each of these toys have their name on there. So it says Snappy, Atlas, and Smarty Pants. And these are great. I don't remember the price on these, but I mean, you're getting 4 figures all in one box there. And, one of them we don't even have any other version of the toy out there. So this is, as for the recording of this video, this is the only, official toy for Atlas so far. You never know, down the road we might get, an electronic version like we got of Smarty Pants and Snappy. But until then, no. And then of course it comes with a Jessie on top of that. Alright, I know that this video has been long, and it even advertises on thumbnail. There's potato heads, and I know I'm very well known for reviewing potato heads. That is going to be the last item. We're almost to it. I promise you we are almost there. So those of you that have been patiently waiting just for me to review the potato heads that were exclusive to Toy Story 5, I see you. And we'll be there in a minute. But one other toy came out that I was surprised that we got. It is not a 1-to-1 of the original from the, I believe it started in the 90s, possibly the 80s. But it is a very good copy if you want this for your collection. And that would be Rockin' Robots, aka Mr. Mike. I actually had a Mr. Mike, a Toy Story 2 Mr. Mike growing up, and this is definitely, of course, an updated version. I also kind of say dumbed down because it doesn't do a lot of stuff that even this is not the first time this has been kind of redone, as I'll show later on. So it doesn't even have, as many, but is very close to, if you just want to have one for your Toy Story display, this is probably the least expensive version to have right now. I believe this guy is $20, $25 at Walmart. He is a Walmart exclusive there. I haven't found him in the wild yet. They typically show up online first, which is how I got this one, through Walmart's online website, and then eventually they will show up in store shelves. Of course, they're going to be in the Play School area there, where all the Play School and Little Tykes toys are. So yeah, but I was really excited because I just really like the design of this toy. I really like him in Toy Story 1. And as I said, I did grow up with one there. So let's open this guy up, see what he can do. Now, of course, I was not disappointed that this is all fake there, because it's not like vinyls where they've come back. Cassette tapes have just not been a thing for quite a while, and so it kind of makes sense that wouldn't be able to open, and it's more in line with how he looks like in the movie. But as I said, there is some changes to this one that even the one from the I think 2023 had here. So let's open them up and see. I did turn them off by the switch right here. He already has batteries in. So let's just open them up. Probably he's got something on the bottom. So let's see here. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so we got instruction booklets. And it takes 3 AA batteries, which are included. Alright. So let's check this out here. Let's remove this tape if we can. You really tape this thing up, too. Alright, and then just like last time, just take these off, and there you go. Awesome. Oh, yep, I've got to get the microphone. Alright. Alright, so of course the antenna is just for looks now. There's no way to listen to the radio on this thing, unfortunately. That is one thing I would have liked if they still allowed you to listen to the radio. But the instructions say that these are all song buttons, because of course this would have been like your record, stop, plus rewind, fast forward, pause, and play there. And I'll turn it on in just a minute so we can play. You got the power switch right here. You got the microphone. This doesn't do anything right here, but this does change your pitch. And it says there's 5 songs, so it's ABC's, Wheels on the Bus, Old MacDonald, If You're Happy and You Know It, and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Why they have the same tune 3 times, I'm not sure, because ABC, Twinkle Twinkle, and I think Old MacDonald all share this. I know Twinkle Twinkle and ABC share the same tempo or same tune, and Old MacDonald has his own tune. So okay, but I don't know why ABC and Twinkle Twinkle are considered two separate things there. So it says the pitch changer, use the yellow dial on the side to not only change the pitch of the song, but also your voice in the microphone. When the arrow on the dial is centered, it is in neutral position. When the arrow on the dial, scroll the dial down or up. So, got some loose plastic right there. Alright, so arrow, so once the arrow matches, there, I don't know if you really see it, but there's little triangles, so when the matches there, it's centered. That means that the it's in the neutral position, and you scroll it down to decrease the pitch and up to increase the pitch. So we'll play around with that there, and let's see. So we turn it on, and it says to use the microphone. Use the microphone to sing along to your favorite tunes. Press and hold down the yellow button to activate the microphone. When you let go of the button, the microphone will deactivate. Slide the microphone into the slots when you're done playing with it. Okay, so let's turn it on. Do high. And let's see here. Yeah, it's on high. So let's make sure the Alright, so that works. So let's try out the microphone. I'm pulling up. Alright, there we go. Check, check. Can you hear me? Up on the shelf, can you hear me? Great! Alright, first item today. We want to thank Mr. Spell for that lovely what to do if part of you is swallowed. And then a little minor note here, Andy's birthday party has been moved to today. Every Christmas and birthday we go through this. Right. So, then alright, so the wire will eventually, I'm just pushing it down. The wire can stretch a good bit here. So we'll, so let's mess with the sorry about that. Let's mess with the pitch changer here. So testing, 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 testing. Let's do pitch up. Testing pitch up. That's it. And now we're going to do the pitch down, down, Alright, cool. So that is the pitch. And we're going to put it right back up into neutral. And yeah, so now we're going to test the songs with pitching right there. If I can get the microphone side in, there we go. Okay. Alright, and then I guess I should put this back to neutral here. That's adorable. And then, so yeah, you've got high, and then you got low, so a lot more quieter. I do like that if you press the button again, it will immediately stop the song there. But yeah, so this is Mr. Mike, or aka, you know, what the actual toy is called, Rockin' Robot. there. And yeah, this is just a great piece just for any Toy Story person's collection. Of course, if you're, wanting to get this for a kid as just something to play around with, it's got the microphone. They can use it to sing along to the songs or sing along to, what have you. Now, as I said, this was not the first time that they redid this toy. So back in, say, 2022, 2023, I'm checking here. Yep, 2022, they did a very updated version of Mr. Mike here. And I don't have the batteries to kind of show what he can do, but this was the 2022 version. They're very much more in line with how the Play School toys looked at the time there. This would have a digital face on there, and you did still have the microphone that would come on here. And you had a power button right on this side and a volume button on this side. But the cool thing was that this version does not do is this version has a Bluetooth in it. So as soon as you turn this on, if you have something that recognizes Bluetooth, it will pick up on that. And then you can play, like if you have Spotify or something that plays music, you can play pretty much any song on this thing, which is kind of a bummer that they didn't include in this version. I get it's for little kids, but I'm like, if you've already done it once before, why not do it again? I'm like, this is like, that would be like the coolest thing to do is to go ahead and have that Bluetooth in there, because you don't have cassettes, but then you still have a way to play your own music there. But I digress. It's still great. Definitely a great, look there. Classic look. They're really sturdy too. I'm not really afraid of this thing falling apart. Kind of light, though. Of course, there's probably not much in here anymore as opposed to an original one there. So it's going to be, of course, more easier for a little one to carry. These are made, of course, for ages 3 and up, but I mean, this is so simple. Again, as long as you're supervising them, I think a 2-year-old might enjoy it as well. But yeah, all right. So y'all have waited long enough. We are finally going to be talking about the potato heads, and there was 3 that came out for Toy Story 5 so far. There is supposed to be another round of toys starting in July, so I don't know if we'll get more potato heads there. We usually don't. Usually the potato heads are like one of the first toys to get released. We got 2 ones that have been coming out since Toy Story 3, and then we have, of course, a new iteration of Mr. Potato Head. So I'm going to look at first, of course, the Woody and Buzz Lightyear potato heads. And as you can see from the boxes there, they are using the current design of the potato. As I said, this was kind of unusual back when I did the potato, the Uncle Yam potato head review. Just a couple weeks prior, it was using that older potato head logo, so no clue what was going on there. But yeah, these use the of course the current design that's been around starting in 2024, and that new logo there that's been around since 2020. The Buzz Lightyear box, I did get this one off of Amazon for Buzz Lightyear. I don't know what happened, but like, it's kind of beaten up for the box there, unfortunately. But it does show all the pieces that come with it there. And of course, these are for ages 2 and up. Buzz comes with 12 pieces. Woody comes with 13. So we'll start with Buzz and move on to Woody. And I will do some comparisons because I do have a good bit of those versions of Buzz and Woody. So let's open this guy up. Alrighty. So like usual, I'm going to put the potato head together piece by piece and give my thoughts on them as I'm placing them together. Alrighty. So, the new potato heads do have pants and individual shoes, but for this Woody and Buzz, they also have this kind of like little extra piece that you would put on beforehand. So this is this Buzz's torso. I'm just going to move it up a little bit there, like that. And then let's put his pants on. Like so. There we go. And then, as I said, they have the individual shoes, which means we have these adorable Buzz Lightyear potato head shoes. I just love these. Put those on. And if you're not aware of these new figures, the shoe pegs are the same size as any other peg in the potato head line, so they will fit in any of the other holes on a potato head. So next we've got the eyes. Next we've got the eyes, nose, and mouth. And for Buzz, we have an open mouth with teeth. And let's see if we can fit him in a little bit better so that his mouth fully meshes with the potato. I think that's as close as we're going to get it. There, let me see. No, he's, there we go. That's right there. Let's try this. Ah, there we go. Much better. Alright. The nose. And as I've pointed out before in potato reviews of the past, for these newer models, you can put the nose, mouth, and eyes any way you want, but they are sculpted one way so that they mesh better with the body, to where they kind of just want you to put them in just one way. Alrighty. Now we've got the helmet. And I believe this is the first time. Now I don't have the Buzz Lightyear for the Buzz Lightyear for the Toy Story 4 version, so I don't recall if that one had a visor or not. But this one does not have a visor. And we've got the waving hand, and we've got a holding hand. Though I'm not sure why we're provided with a holding hand, because he does not have any accessories, anything to hold. And then the last thing that we do have is the little back here, his back and his wings. Let's just, there we go. He's a cute little guy. I do love the overall mold of all the pieces there. It looks great. I think my only issue is, for some odd reason, just the cap just doesn't look right. I don't know what it's about. I think it's just a little too puffy for me. They really should have put the visor there, so I'm not sure why they did not include that. But he looks fine, and we can do a comparison to the Toy Story 3 potato head there. Of course, it's going to have a different body look, of course. But this, I just feel like the Toy Story 3 version has a bit more personality, just for me, just because it does gave us extra pieces, so we had different noses we could put on there. And, you know, even though it is about about the same amount of pieces in general. Just, you know, the added visor was really cool. And the fact that this is just one piece that connects through the armholes is great. There, and the shoes are really nice looking too. Look at the back of them. There, the back of the Buzz Lightyear one is a lot more detailed, as it has the little danger signs there. The exhaust ports are painted in there, and just even has little the little screw holes are painted and designed there. So yeah, overall, just, but he's fine for what he is, and he's a pretty cheap figure. He's only, you know, the usual, I think, $12.99 price tag that most of the potato heads are right now. And so we're going to put him to the side right now. And now we're going to open the Woody potato head. Alright, so just like the Buzz Lightyear one, he's got the extra shirt part along with his pants, so we're going to put that on first. I do want to point out, I noticed while I was opening up the Spud, for some odd reason he has this red paint mark right here. I'm sure if I use some sort of cleaning material, I could probably get that off, but it's just interesting that he has that little issue right there. Alright, so let's put on his little vest and scarf and what have you. It's all snug in there. And then we put on his pants. Go. And then he has some adorable little cowboy boots. Those fit on just like so. And then he's got a smaller little, just a smile there, but the same red nose and white eyes with black pupils. He doesn't have a little headgear. He does come with the regular pink ears. And he too comes with a waving hand and a holding hand. Again, he doesn't have an accessory, but he does have part of his shirt sculpted on, so that way feels more complete. There. And last but not least, he has the hat. He's cute. He's very cute. I do like him. And we can actually compare him to both the Toy Story 4 version as well as the Toy Story 3 version. And I do have to admit, I do like the Toy Story 5 version probably the most. It just feels like it's the most complete look-wise there, though I will give kudos to the Toy Story 4 version for being a bit more detailed there. I don't know, I think it's just something with the face just looks a little too generic to me, and the Toy Story 4 one just looks more like a Mr. Potato Head cosplaying as a Woody instead of being a Woody Potato Head. Plus the hat is really weird. It's not as shaped as the 4 and 5 Potato Heads are there. But I do like the boots for all all of them. Again, I'd really like the boots for this little guy here. Here's the back to all of them, by the way. And then last but not least, we had a, for the Mr. Potato Head, we had a deluxe figure. And by deluxe, he means, I mean, that it is, has some extra little things to it than just being a regular potato head. Because, you know, if they just released a regular potato head, it'd be fine, but just it wouldn't be, you know, really worth it, honestly. There. So this is the talking Mr. Potato Head. This is the first time we've had a talking Mr. Potato Head. This is not even the first time we've had a talking potato head that's in line for a Toy Story movie, because when Toy Story 3 came out, Thinkway Toys made a as close to movie accurate as you can version of Mr. Potato Head here. So he does have some phrases which you can go ahead and test out.
Could you give me a hand and an ear and a nose? You're not turning me into a mashed potato. Holy cow. Are you calling me lazy? I'm no couch potato. My parts are killing me. Hey, look, I'm Picasso.
Love it. It says it has 25 phrases and sounds. Comes with 12 parts. And on the back it says you can swap pieces for different sounds. The mouth activates the phrases, or try another piece. So we'll play around with it. See what all it is. Just got the one piece to take right here. Alrighty. Take him off here. Put that back in the box. A bunch of little pieces of paper went flying. Let's see here. This is just the warning piece of paper, and then we've got a whole little pamphlet here about this potato head. So he takes 2 AA batteries, which are already included. He has an on and off switch, and it says that, yeah, you can switch the mouse out, or you can put different pieces in, and it will activate different stuff as well. Let's take his hands. And he is more designed in the traditional 1990s potato head here. He's got this. I am going to keep this little piece here. I'm going to try to clean it up because the cardboard just kind of went right off of it there. Alrighty. And then he's already pretty much put together. Let's put him. Let's see. Let's put the other piece in really quick here. Now, what's interesting is, even though he's designed more like the 90s potato head, he still has the hexagon holes here. So we got but everything's pretty much designed based off of the movie there. He does not have, because of course he's got all the mechanisms in him, his hatch is the battery compartment there. So yeah, let's try. Let's put in piece number 1. If I can get it out. Alrighty. So let's do the smile first. Put these other two pieces to the side right here. And he doesn't have a dowel. He just has this little nub for the mouthpieces here. So that's interesting. So let's pop that in.
This place is perfect.
So, let's see.
Hey, look! I'm Picasso!
You have to pull it out some and then push it back in for him to say something else.
And an ear. And a nose. Where's my ear? Who see my ear? Did you see my ear? Wait just a minute. What are you trying to pull?
Nothing. Ah!
I found it. Ah! You're not turning me into a mashed potato. Prepare to meet Mr. Angry Eyes. Hey, get an earful of this. To Spotfinity and beyond. Where'd you leave it this time?
Alright. So now let's pull out that. Oh, that's a little difficult to pull out. Oh, wow. Let's put in this. Now, somebody said this was a tongue, but it actually is. It's not painted well because that's supposed to be like the hollow part of his mouth there. So let's see what he says.
Where's my nose? You would not believe what I've been through tonight. I feel fresh, healthy. It's terrible. Hey, ow! Look at that! You gotta be kidding! You got all your pieces? Holy cow! Yeah, whatever.
And then the angry piece. What do you think?
Are you calling me lazy? I'm no couch potato. My parts are killing me. You're a sight for detachable eyes.
What's interesting is the pieces don't seem to really, or the sounds, the pieces of dialogue don't really match the pieces there. So like, I don't know if it's just random, or if there's something in there that I can't see that's telling
You
it
got all your pieces?
what pieces to you, what piece makes the different voices. It is interesting that it keeps talking.
Wait just a minute. What are you trying to pull?
After, I've just pressed it once. So that is interesting. It doesn't seem like he has an actual off switch, so if I need to turn him off, I need to like remove the batteries there. I'm sorry that I'm boring you. I'm trying to entertain as well as inform the audience here. But yeah, so let's try the other pieces here now. So what if I put the nose in?
I can't see a thing. Hello.
Nope, that didn't do anything. Maybe the ear is what he's saying they need to put in? Let's try that. Yeah, okay, so the earpiece seems to be a bit thicker. So it probably is telling, there's little sensors that's probably saying, oh, they put an ear in, so that means that you have to do the muffled voice.
Hey!
But not every time it works. Yeah. The poles are a bit bigger, so I don't know if. Let's see. Let's test out a ear here. Yeah, they're definitely not going to be able to fit. No, that's going to fall right out, unfortunately. There. And then yeah. So, and unfortunately, he does not have an on switch or off switch. So even if I just put that in there,
Could you give me a hand?
he's, he's still going to talk. There. What was nice is the other potato heads that had this option, there was an off switch to them. So this one, I believe, is $20, which is fine for, you know, deluxe interactive potato head there. But it's not the best interactive one. It does look kind of movie accurate. Let's do a comparison between this version and the Toy Story 1 version, because that's the only... I mean, I do have a Toy Story 2 version, but he is still in the box right now. I haven't been able to get around to doing a review of him yet. So here's the Toy Story 1 version. So yeah, he's pretty similar. There, the body is a bit more, you know, chunky for the Toy Story 5 version there. But the ears and a lot of the other pieces are more movie accurate. Of course, he still doesn't have the 2 separate feet, which is interesting that we do have separate feet now for the potato heads, but they opted not to give him a separate feet for that toy. Another thing is, of course, separate eyeballs. I mean, if you're going to go deluxe potato head, go all the way. Make it as movie accurate as possible. Because there's people online that's what they do. All they just make 3D printed or, you know, sculpted movie accurate potato heads, and they look really nice there. But everybody is claiming for like an official Disney released Toy Story version of Mr. Potato Head. And yeah, they've never gotten one 100% right there, unfortunately. So if you're wanting something, you know, Mr. Potato Head just for your collection, this one is a fine version. There, you could probably find a Toy Story 1 or 2 version there for decent price online. The Toy Story 3 version is like super expensive, and the Toy Story 4 version is climbing up there as well. So I can't do a full comparison yet or do a history evolution of that one, but you know, it is eventually going to come. So overall, a really good haul in regards to Toy Story toys, and specifically Toy Story 5 toys. I think my favorite toys out of all these is going to be, of course, the Mr. Mike Rockin' Robot and Snappy, the digital camera. It really surprised me how much you could do with that there, and for a pretty decent price point as well. I do like the potato heads, of course, but they did kind of, I don't know, they didn't meet up to my full expectations, I think. And yeah, so that's going to be it. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see here, well, this entire month is going to be Toy Story themed videos. So I'm going to talk about video games, other toys, and possibly go into some other stuff there. And if you just like me doing toy reviews, definitely make sure to subscribe for that. Or if you just like hearing my voice, I do this kind of stuff here. I do toy hunts and VHS reviews, among other things. So go check out my channel if any of that interests you. And let me know what toys from what I showed off here interest you, or if there was a toy that you saw in my the parts where I was hunting that I just didn't pick up for one reason or another, that you picked up or that you enjoyed. And until next time, thank you and have a good day. Forgot to show off what my current collection looks like here. So I haven't moved everything for the new stuff I just bought, but most of it is in storage. So I'll put some pictures here of what my Toy Story collection used to look like. But this is the current collection. As you see at the top here, I've got some pop vinyls. These are just like the ones that, like, either the most recent ones, which I think the last one I got was like in 2023 or so, and some of my wife's ones there. Then we go to the first shelf. We've got my original Woody from the 90s, a Buzz Lightyear from, this is when I think Toy Story 4 came out there. A Zerg. And that's my utility Buzz. Sorry you can't really see. It's not a really good lighting right now. There. So yeah, that's my Buzz from the early 2000s. Bo Peep from Toy Story 4. Some other miscellaneous items. That is a custom Troika set that I did do a review on way back in 2020. Going down here, we've got the Lightyear stuff, because I did enjoy the movie, and especially enjoyed the toys. And down below that, we got some stuff from, mostly like the little wind-up toys from Toy Story 4, as well as some stuff I got from the, when I went to Disney World in 2019. And then on the second to bottom shelf, we've got just some miscellaneous items that I've picked up over the years. There, the bottom shelf you can't really see there, but that's where I have like the books and stuff for Toy Story. So yeah, I'll be moving some of this stuff into storage. Oh, here's some other Lightyear stuff over here. Some of the bigger items, shirts and lunch boxes and what have you. I went full ham on the Lightyear movie. I got just so much random stuff for that movie. There's like Pez dispensers and like party cups and stuff. I don't think I've ever gone fully into a movie as much as I did Lightyear there. So that's going to be it, and I'm going to be spending the rest of the night organizing this, seeing what's going to go into storage and what was going to stay. But, yep, till next time, have a good night, everyone.